Choshomadin, bienvenidos, welcome. Tonight, I'd like to read you a poem about a ghost ship. Yes. Now, you can look up the story in more detail elsewhere, but it goes basically like this. The Dash sailed out of Freeport, Maine, and disappeared in January of 1815 with all hands aboard. Since then, there have been numerous sightings. Always when a fog was up and there was no wind. Now, the legend goes that when somebody who knew one of the sailors died, the ship came back to ferry their soul to the afterlife. I don't know if this only applies to the people who personally knew the sailors in life, or whether it applies to all their relatives and descendants. So, will we see the Dash again? It's anyone's guess. Anyway, there's the poem. I have it with me. Hold on. Here we go. There's a poem recorded in the book 3 Centuries of Freeport, Maine, and credited to one Elisa Dennison King. I don't know if she's any relation to Stephen, but it's an interesting coincidence to have someone named King writing about ghosts in Maine. Anyway, without further ado, here is Elisa's untitled poem about the Dash. On the island beach our campfire burned, and the evening star in the west shone bright, and we begged the captain to tell us a tale to while the hours of the summer night. But he pointed away in the evening mists, where the sails of a ship we could dimly see, and he said, though there's never a breath of wind, she is coming to port, it seems to me. You have heard of the ship that sails the bay, with night for a helmsman and death in tow, and that glides to sea as he comes ashore, and speeds on his errand of woe. It was in the year of 1812 they launched the Dash from a Freeport yard. She sails the bay as the dead ship now. You have heard her doom from the Quaker bard. She was manned by a crew of gallant lads, as ever a vessel's deck had trod, 100 of them all, and their fate is known to none but God. They all belonged to the towns around. They were brothers and cousins and comrades too. Full armed and equipped they put to sea, and the skies were never a softer blue. But weeks and months and years sped on, and hearts grew hopeless, and cheeks grew pale, and eyes are dim that have watched so long to catch a glimpse of her homebound sail. But when any of those who loved the lads are ready to slip their moorings here and sail away to the unknown port, you will see the dead ship gliding near. And the ship and the life go out with the tide. And the captain paused for a while and said, they are most all gone, and the dead ship soon will come no more for the souls of the dead. Happy fall, everybody. Khodafez, adios, and goodbye.